Ja.
Ich frage mal,
Ist weggelaufen.
Vielleicht sagst du, dass sie die reinfüllen sollen, also bevor die dich da hinsetzen.
Ja. I ask you, please fill up the rows as well in the front. Yeah? And don't leave any chairs empty. No, los más importantes ahí, ¿no? Allá. Sí. Ah, vale. Bueno, pues. So, haben wir jetzt ein Mikro? Haben wir alle? Draußen? Ja. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our 6th edition of the Makeathon. It's a great pleasure to be here again. We had, the last edition, 2020, was a little bit difficult because of COVID. Yeah? But, we had a pause of about 2 years, and now we are back again. And it's a real pleasure to see so many people again. Yeah? Okay. There are still some places there to put. Is there anybody who wants to sit closer to us? If you don't want, please do it again. No, we want to have some nice pictures. And the last rows, there are minimum 10 places left. It's really... And if you have a green t-shirt, please put it on. No, it might seem a little bit strange, but actually we want to do here a nice event, and as well, actually today, to do some communication in social media, it's important, and it looks better if the rows are full, because the rows in the backside are full, but nobody can see it, but everybody can see that the first rows are empty. There are 3 left. And there's 1 left, or did you reserve it for somebody? There are 2 more. Who wants to have a beer tonight? Then come. Okay, 2 missing. Leon, sitze ich einmal dahin. So. Okay, Dirk, did you reserve the place next to you? No. Well, there's 1 more in the very good row with very nice people at your side. We don't start. I come and catch you. For sure. So, okay. Well, then we start with very important persons. Yeah? Raúl Garcia, technical coordinator for a lot of things in this island. Yeah? The list of the professions which you have is really tremendous. Would you come on stage? Well, actually, without him, we couldn't be here, and therefore give him a big hand. The stage is yours.
So, hello, good morning to everybody, dear participants. Welcome to Gran Canaria, and thank you for coming. I'm truly excited to be opening this Makeathon's 6th edition, dedicated to meet more than 500 young students and representatives from universities, professional training, secondary and primary schools, as well as international companies from different sectors to work together on innovative, digital, and sustainable project ideas. This is a central issue for the island government. I want to thank Rainer Stetter and ITQ for organizing this 4-day marathon to inspire young people for digital progress and enable them to work on sustainable ideas and design the first prototypes. We are happy that this event promotes the idea of an intelligent green island and a climate-neutral island of Gran Canaria using sustainable technologies for the environmental and climate protection. Gran Canaria is fully aligned with this vision. A quarter of the electricity demand is already generated by renewable energy, and it is not easy in an isolated island like Gran Canaria. And a year ago, we started the construction of a 200 megawatt Salto Bechira pumped storage hydro project. Our recent energy diagnosis confirms that CO2 emissions into the atmosphere are decreasing in Gran Canaria thanks to the penetration of renewables, mainly wind and solar energies. Gran Canaria accumulates more than 50% of solar self-consumption in the Canary Islands, and also 50% of the electric vehicles in our islands. On the other hand, we also have a Smart Island project underway, focused on transportation, digitalized prevention and management of forest fires, and also water management. We believe that digital talent will play a more important role in driving digital transformation and advancing a more green and sustainable economy. That's why we support this innovation festival in Gran Canaria, organized by ITQ. Let me close by thanking all participants for joining Makeathon today, and also thanks to ITQ and all the sponsors for supporting this event. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Raúl. It was really a pleasure that you are here. I know you're a really busy man, running from one appointment to the next one. And now we come to Claudio, my dear friend Claudio Alonso Rona. Big hand for him. Hey! Hey! Well, Claudio is a dear friend of us. He's really supporting us since years, And he is member of the Sergio Alonso Foundation, and the people here of Gran Canaria for sure do know the Alonso family and the foundation. He's a really great supporter of us, and it's a great pleasure that you are here.
Thank you. Dear all, first of all, I want to thank Rainer Stetter, for bringing us together from all around for such an interesting event. He knows that I have become a fan of him. Don't tell anybody. It's just marvelous to be here, to watch how you join for such a great initiative. I've spent my main professional activity in life in the automotive sector, and I've had very much to do with youngsters like you are. Now I've changed my career to tourism, as you know, the main activity in the Canary Islands. It is now that I have realized how competitive and innovative tasks I was immersed in, always having to be up to date, struggling to avoid being left behind. Quite a lot of you are engineers that will definitely face similar situations in future. A necessary requirement will be love your work and to feel vocation. I can say that despite the pressure I suffered sometimes, when we couldn't solve a breakdown in time, having to put up with claims and misunderstandings, coming through problems did not only give me great satisfaction, but also power to overcome other difficulties in life. The resources and the techniques have changed a lot in the last times, and the challenges are more sophisticated and very much appealing now. I'm just amazed what human beings are capable of inventing. Only meeting in teams in the way you will do these days, discussing challenges you will have to face again. Only meeting in teams in the way you will do these days, discussing challenges you will have to face, brings us further. I cannot imagine a better way of learning. The main message I want to address to you is the need of people like you. More and more curious people, people that like to keep on until success. In summary, people with the right attitude, seeking much more than just a job. I presume most of you are like that. This will be the way you will be able to choose how our future should look like: healthy, sustainable, secure, peaceful. This opportunity gives us the obligation to commit ourselves to find out how to make life easier, making the best use of technology. You all, we all are privileged. So let us seize the time, share ambitions, learn about the differences that characterize us, help one another to get to conclusions we might never forget. This is your time. I don't want to bore you with endless speeches, but cheer you up to take advantage of this unique chance to experience know-how, togetherness, culture, wisdom, and of course, very, very much fun. To come to an end, I want to refer to the persons that are, as Raúl did, the same, a bit different explained, but I feel the same than Raúl in this way, to come to an end. I want to refer to the persons that are behind the companies, foundations, and public administrations that are conscious about the value of this event and supported Rainer in this tremendous effort. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Claudio. You and your family really supported us, and as well, Naira. Naira is the directora of the Sergio Alonso Foundation, and she was really, really helping us a lot in the last few months, and it's a great pleasure that you're here. Where you are. Here we go.
Hello. Hello everybody, welcome to Gran Canaria. Bienvenidos a todos a Gran Canaria. We are thrilled to be part of this awesome event. Thank you, Rainer. Thank you for considering Canary Island to start and continue this project. Sergio Alonso Foundation is proud to be part of this event, as I say, and to work together to get a better education for all of you. This edition, we work together to try to increase the number of students from Gran Canaria, and we are glad because we have almost 60 students from the island. It's the largest number in the 6 editions. They come from the University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, and from technical education too. El Instituto El Rincón, San Cristóbal, Tony Gallardo, and Ana Luisa Benítez, thanks for coming and join us. This edition, we have also worked with ITQ to set up new workshops in programming and robotics. Our goal is to reach all education levels from 6 to 18. And we will have a special event for families on Saturday too. In total, we are expecting more than 200 people in these workshops. You are welcome to join us in the CEDETIC building. As Claudio said, Makeathon is a great opportunity for young people, being an active part in solving the problems of our future and our present too. We can do a lot of work to get a better world in fields like tourism, energy, mobility, agriculture, or cities. We are eager to listen to your ideas. Try to get the most of this opportunity. Thank you, and have fun too.
Thanks a lot, Naira. It was really, really good to work with you. It was very effective, and really give her a really big hand. Well, and now I want to give you some explanation why we do this Makeathon. What is the motivation behind this crazy thing, and as well why we do it in Gran Canaria. Because some of you were asking me already the last few days why Gran Canaria and not another place, and therefore I would like to explain this a little bit. Yeah. Okay, then next slide. Well, one question which I was asked the last few years, are you an event management company? Therefore, I will put some information about what we really do. We are really eager in supporting young people, and young people are young, or they are already a little bit older, but in their heart and their mind they're still young. Yeah? And therefore I like to push things. I like to push people, and I like to do things. Yeah? But basically I'm not an event manager. I'm a mechanical engineer. Once upon a time. In the last century. I started a mechanical engineer, but I did something in my PhD about digital twin, you call it nowadays. At that time you called it a simulation system. And well, actually the situation is mechanical engineers are, well, they know mechanics and they don't know that much about software at that time. Today it's hopefully different, and therefore our business case is this shift, this digital transformation, you call it nowadays, and our customers are basically companies, small and middle-sized companies, which are producing machines or as well trains. These companies are not that middle-sized, but as well. And I'm a founder. I founded 3 different companies. One company, the first company, I founded already during my studies when I was at the university, and then a second one, and some years ago here a startup here at the island, and we have about 200 people. We are our biggest problem is that we are quite young. This is really a problem, because if you're talking with such old guys with me, it's sometimes a little bit difficult, but when a 30-year-old guy tells a 60-year-old guy what you have to do, it's sometimes from the social aspect a little problem. And therefore this is one of our biggest challenges, but we have to do it in such way. You see, we have a very high education rate, because the studies which are designed in the past are not fit in every university directly to the modern necessities. And therefore we try to do with these approaches to push you, to bring you to a better future. Next slide. Well, and what we do software on different levels, and we can add to the software different mechanical things. Yeah? From a mechanical point of view, I always tell them, well, we do software and we add some mechanics. For a mechanical guy, as in my age, this is a very sad information. And therefore, there is always a little bit struggle. And we are talking about digital revolution, and revolution means that something changes in a very small portion of time. And therefore it's a revolution. And this is actually what we're doing. And in this Makeathon, we want to solve the problems a little bit with these prototypes. This is the idea behind it. Next slide. Well, and we do a lot of education initiatives. I have found, as well as some years ago, after the death of my mother, a foundation which is called Gerda Technik macht Spaß, technical stuff is fun. And there we really, and this is what Naira explained, we will start tomorrow. Today we start the Makeathon. Tomorrow we start with the kids from this size on. Yeah? Because if you want to harvest young talents, you have to seed them somehow. Yeah? And this is a kind of algorithm that a lot of people don't see. Yeah? That you have to start at that time. Yeah? If you go to the Olympiad, and there is a cool sportsman, they started not with 18 to train, they started at that size. Yeah? And therefore, if you want to really have really good professionals in what you're doing now, we have to go up to this age. Yeah? And this is new to this Makeathon, that we have this Makeathon, and tomorrow we start other events. We were a little bit bored there, where we were looking for new challenges. Not really. Well, and we want to organize this Makeathon because we want to inspire you, that you take your future in your hands. We want to build up a worldwide network which supports the youth all over the world. If you look around, there are a lot of people of different countries, and we really want to build up a community, a worldwide community, because you saw this morning, it was raining. This is not really the normal use case here. And we were really afraid until last week, because the temperature was really low here. Which is not normal. We can feel it here and as well at home, that the weather is changing. And therefore we have to work together worldwide. It doesn't help that you glue yourself on the street in Germany if in Africa there's a problem. We have to work worldwide. And therefore you will see it on the slides that people are coming from all over the world, and therefore some special big hand for our guest from Botswana. Well, we want to bring people together, and we want to do a modern form of education. Not only listen, I was in school and I had to be there as you. And there was normally an old guy like me in front of you and talking about things which you didn't care of. It's a really proved algorithm. You do it since centuries. But we are living in a modern world, and therefore we have to do something. We have to make something. And therefore we do these kinds of events together with you in the next few days, and starting from tomorrow with the small kids. We want to offer new approaches for education. Well, and this is my motivation why we did this. why we do these Makeathons, because I'm an engineer. I'm not well, at one hand side, I'm as well a businessman, but in my heart, I'm an engineer. An engineer does. Yeah? He sings a little bit and then he starts. And therefore, we do these Makeathons. And why Gran Canaria? Yeah? You know, Gran Canaria is a great island. Yeah? Great island, not in the sense of it's big, it's a small island, but it has a lot of different opportunities. And when I came 15 years ago, just for cycling, I like cycling, and therefore I was looking at a place in the world where I can go in wintertime to go cycling, and therefore I came here. And I liked it a lot, and therefore I thought about what you can do about this island, what you can do. And I had the dream that we make out of Gran Canaria a demonstrator how future life could be. Because we have here in the south, you have a lot of sun. South means not hundreds of kilometers, 45 kilometers. The south starts more like at the airport. There normally is the weather changing. And therefore you have great opportunities. There's a lot of wind, especially in the area of the airport. And starting from there, there's normally 300 days per year sun. And therefore German engineers say, oh, there's a lot of sun, there's a lot of wind. Out of this we can make energy. And we have energy, and if we have smart guys and girls, we can do smart things. This was the idea, and therefore I thought, well, it would be cool to make a smart green island. This was the idea. At that time, 2016, everybody was looking at me. Oh, too much sun, or well, but pardon? Oder Vino Tinto, or a combination of sun, Vino Tinto, no, yeah, okay. No, well, actually, this was the idea, Gran Canaria. And the next slide. Well, in Gran Canaria, it's a funny place, you have on this small island, this is a radius of about 45 kilometers, you have 14 different climate zones. You have desert, you have rainforest, in winter you have as well snow. Therefore, it means Gran Canaria is a kind of continent. And if you want to check the new approaches for technology to save energy or to produce energy or to harvest energy or whatever, you can more or less simulate in such a small place all different places of the world. Therefore, it's a kind of lab. And when I was talking to the people here, coming from Gran Canaria some years ago, we make out of Gran Canaria a kind of Silicon Valley, but for sustainable things. They thought there's totally crazy. But step by step it's changing, and with the 6th edition of this Makeathon, we are now really gaining speed as well at the island. And this is what we want to do. We want to do different things. We want to harvest energy. We want to produce water. We want to we want to collect garbage. We can do everything if we have enough fantasy. And this is exactly what you have to do. You have to mix with others. I wouldn't I wouldn't like it that every team which came as a team is working as a team. I would like that you really mix with others, from other countries, from other universities and professional schools. Well, next slide. So, and now looking a little bit back, what happened already? Well, we started 2016 with about 45 people. Some of the professors are still here at that time. And then in February we were already more than 100. Then in 2018 we were double, and in 2019 we were double, and in 2020 theoretically we would have been. But there was COVID, there was a little problem. But in 2019 we had here as well solar cars, with on the back the solar placas solares, the solar panels, and we had a hydrogen car, and we had at that time 400 participants of 70 universities and 40 companies in 21 countries. This was the highlight. 2020 we had, it was a cancelled event and we had only 250. Well, and this year, well, as we mentioned already, we will have more than the Makeathon. This is just the first row. The Makeathons, the people of 18 to 25, something like that, plus the sponsors and supporters. And then, in addition, we have 3D printing, robotics, Lego Mindstorm, and these brush robots. This is not this group, this will come tomorrow in addition. And therefore, we will be more than 500 people. For us, and I planned half a year ago a small event. The actual number which we had in mind were about 200, 250. Now we are more than double. And this is really great and a lot of thanks to all the sponsors and supporters which helped me. Well, here we have the numbers. You see it was steeply increasing. Then we had this fall down in 2020, and now we have more than 500 people. And you see young talents over 18 and under 18. This is really great. Next slide. Well, and what we want to do, we want to work together as a society. Very often nowadays you have the problem that one part of the society is pointing the finger on the other part of the society. You are guilty, you're lazy, you are this, you are that. Well, we all have the same problem. We live on the same planet, we have the same climate, we have to work together. We're coming from different nations, we have the different sexes, we have different nationalities. I don't care. We are persons on one planet. We have to live together, and this is what we want to do, that you work together with each other. And this should be a model of like people live together. To kill each other is not the most smart thing from my point of view. We have to really live together and work together for a sustainable and better life. Next. Well, and here an overview who is here. Well, these are the great sponsors, and especially to the platinum sponsors and the gold sponsors, a really big hand. And this would really nice of you that you go to these sponsors, the platinum sponsors. They have their own booths. The gold sponsors have their own desks. Please go there and talk with them and look for challenges. And afterwards, we will get as well a short introductions by the sponsors what they have in mind, what you can do, but for sure they're as well open if you have an even more clever idea that they adapt as well to your ideas. Okay, well, and here for the Makeathon we have 364 registration. There are still coming some the last few hours, and we have about 29 countries or nationalities here on board. It's a really international approach. Okay, next slide. Well, 227 talents coming from 48 different universities, and at this time we have as well not only universities, we have as well some professional schools. This is as well, I think, very interesting that we have all different levels of education. The small ones, the universities, the different levels of the universities, and as well professional schools or formation professional. Well, and here here's the pie chart. I think this is for the sponsors most important, that 2/3 of the people which are here are young, and future engineers, and I think this is a great ratio. Here we have the countries. Yeah, this is as well something what is normally a little bit strange. If I go to Germany and I want to convince a sponsor that he is getting a sponsor, and say, "Oh, Gran Canaria," yeah, then say, "Yeah, there you will meet a lot of Germans." This is a little bit strange at the first moment, yeah, but you see half of the people here are German. In addition, we have Austria and Switzerland that about 60% of the participants are German speaking. Yeah? And then as well you see we have a lot of people all over the world, as I mentioned already, from the south of Africa, Botswana, but as well we have a team in Colombia, but remotely we will be connected with 10 of them. And from India we will have as well some special guests. Yeah? And then you see from Maghreb area and as well from Central Europe. I think it's a nice mixture of everything. Good, next slide. Well, it's already there. And here you see, Aalen, Kempten, and Vienna, yeah? These are the founder professors. Give them a big hand. Without these 3 innovative professors, we couldn't do it, yeah? Because normally professors have my age and they don't care about the students or they don't want to change. Yeah, and these are really cool guys. Well, and then you see we have added a lot of different entities from Germany up to here. We have German, then we have Vienna. Yeah, sorry, it's here, but it's really great. Yeah? And then you have the other countries. Okay. Then, which kind of different fields of studies we do have? We have until here real engineers. Yeah? Bernd, sorry for this joke. Yeah? And then here business administration starts. Yeah? And then some other applications, and then 1/3 is mechatronics or mechanics, 1/3 is electronics stuff, and computer science. Therefore, if you want to do mechatronical things, it's great, because it's exactly the mixture which we do need. Next slide. Well, and what we have done already, you saw on the other slides, we had already some solar cars here. And out of this idea of these cool solar cars, we made our own solar cars. We had one in Botswana, and we had as well some others here. Made of bamboo, made of trash. And it's really cool. There's normally a lot of sun, and if you can charge your car when it is parked. And for such an island, it's really cool. Okay, next slide. And then agriculture is as well an issue. Here I have my farm bot or my garden bot at home, and I can remote control it from here. And we have as well this agriculture thing will be the part of the challenge which we do with Bogota. I always mix up Botswana, Bogota. Both starts with Bo. No, with Bogota we will do this farming thing. Okay, then we come to an end. We do these kind of things not only in Gran Canaria. We were basically all over the world. I was already in South America. We were in the north of Africa. We were in the south of Africa, and as well we were in Asia. We did in Peking, in Shanghai, all before COVID, these events. And without COVID, we would have been already in other countries, but this is really what I told you before. We want to do this globally, not locally. Gran Canaria is a great place, and it's a real good point to come together, but we want to spread out all over the world. And we were already on this journey before COVID, and we will go on this journey. The next time we will be maybe in Bogota and Botswana. Okay, but come to an end. You have to make, not just to listen. I would really appreciate that you get inspired by the Industry Challenge and really try to connect with the sponsors. Yeah? We were talking before about beer. Finally, they pay it. Easy algorithm, eh? Therefore, join with them, talk with them, build up mixed teams, not stick together with your friends, mix with international teams, split up your teams, mix with new teams. This is very important. And I think even if you're shy, don't be shy. Yeah. There was a nice story some years ago. Yeah? There were some sponsors. Yeah? They sent me, I know the boss of this company, he sent me the best technicians. And then I found him behind the column. And I said, oops, what are you doing there? We don't find a team. They say, okay, behind the column you won't find it. Come with me. Yeah? Therefore, don't hide yourself. Yeah? Go and talk with others. And as well, para los españoles, ya lo sé que el inglés no les gusta mucho, ¿ya? Pero solamente se aprende un idioma si se habla. ¿No? Y por eso estamos aquí, que se mezcla con los otros, ¿ya? Y lo sé que es un poco difícil para vosotros, pero es importante que lo hacéis. Vale. Bueno, okay, let's start. Make, and now I think in the agenda there will come, well, these are some slides from...
Well, now we are coming to the industry challenges of the Platin sponsors. And we will start with B&R.
B&R. Hey! Well, this is Dr. Patrick Haberstro. Yeah. Pardon? No, my friend Patrick. Yeah. We know each other longer than I like him a lot, but I don't like it to know how long I know him already. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's a great guy. B&R supports us as the very first hour. Yeah. And the funny thing is, he was a former student of mine. Yeah. And he really follows what we're doing, and he's doing a really great job. And thank you for supporting us.
Thank you, Rainer. It's a pleasure for us. And it's really good to be back on stage here, and thank you for reactivate this really amazing event. Before we come to the important thing, the challenge, I want to give you with a video a really short impression about our company. So what we're doing.
ABB is opening our new innovation and training campus at our Global Center for Machine and Factory Automation at B&R in Eggersberg, Austria. Our new site will provide up to 1,000 additional high-tech jobs and world-class research, development and training facilities.
What we are doing is enabling the re-industrialization of Europe. Intelligent automation is the key to nearshoring. Automating dirty, dull and dangerous tasks helps facilitate the return of manufacturing back to Europe.
Education will be a focus. We will be training up to 4,000 students, apprentices and customers from around the world every year.
At ABB, we are transforming industries with intelligent automation that can deliver the machine automation of the future today.
So, thank you, and thank you for surviving this short advertising. Now let's come to the important thing for this event here. So my name is Patrick, as Rainer already said, and I have a colleague with me, it's Marcus, and we are both here the next 3 days to support you during your challenges. Challenge, good thing. So this year we want to talk about garbage resurrection. The challenge has a little bit of history. So in 2019 we started with some robots to collect garbage on the streets here, after the carnival, on the beach, in the sea, and then in 2020 we thought about, when we have collected the garbage, what to do? We have to sort it. And then we brought some robots with us and built it up with a really cool team. So Marcus and myself, we were not here. There was Corona, but the team was here and they did a really good job and created a really amazing machine that sorts the garbage. And this year, we want to go the next step. The resurrection, the rebirth of the garbage. That's the goal. So it's quite simple. So the idea is to build a machine, and here we're not thinking about painting something on a bottle or plant something in old football. So we're thinking about a machine. So we want you to think how you can build up a machine that produces, upcycle garbage to new goods or to new materials. That's the goal. And here you're really open in your mind. So think about whatever it can be, talk with us, we will support you here. But if this is a little bit too wide open for you, we have it a little bit more specific too. Same topic, recycling, upcycling, but we call it second life of poly. Here we want to use PET bottles, so the water bottles that you all know, and produce 3D printable filament with a machine. So, 2 parts of the challenge, a really wide open one or a little bit more specific one. You can decide what you want to do. For this, for both parts, we have a lot of things with us. We have PLCs, panels, drives, motors, all the things that you need to build up a machine. Some more specific things like a crusher or like an extruder for the plastics, and the most important thing that we also have with us, it's Marcus. So Marcus is an expert in our technology and he is a born maker, let's say. So he is the technical one, he can support you, talk with him, discuss with him, of course also with me, but if it's technical, Marcus is maybe the better one. If you want to go the way with second life of poly, here we have already a kind of nucleus. The University of Kempten and Bremerhaven, they have already decided to go this direction. So if you're alone and you just want to join a team, here is the possibility. Or create an own team and think about what you can do in this challenge. And then I have a last slide. We have a third colleague with us. It's Rick Reuter. And Rick Reuter is a senior recruiter at our company, and it's really hard to get him on the events. He's really busy, but I think the best way is if you introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Rick Reuter and my job is to recruit you. I want to see you at our booth.
So thank you, see you over there and come to us and discuss with us your ideas.
Thank you, Patrick.
Cool. And this Rick is AI based or just programmed? Well, very nice, Patrick. Was a pleasure. Okay, who's next?
Next will be Beckhoff.
Well, Stefan, he is as well a very good. Don't hurt yourself. Hey! Hola, Stefan. ¿Qué tal? Huh? Well, he's as well. He's a really old friend of mine. Yeah? Well, I'm older. I'm older than him. Therefore, I can say we are old friends. Yeah. Okay. Well, he is the one. He was with us as well in 2020. He was the single one. He was with us. Yeah? He was the only sponsor who was with us in 2020, and therefore give him a big hand because he's really a survivor. Well, Stefan, now it's up to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rainer. It was a hard job 2020 to be the only or the last sponsor. And thank you, Rainer. Thank you to the whole team of ITQ to participate again this Makeathon. Thank you all for this organization. That's in front before my presentation. So, we are three guys, so please stand up. Carsten, this is Carsten. It's our big brain. And Michael is our motion brain. So these are the two guys. They are with me. I'm Stefan. Hello. Some guys of you know me. Patrick. Hello. So next slide, please. So yeah, we are quite big company now. We are placed all over the world. Rainer said that we have to think global, and that's our passion. So we think global, act local. So we have different subsidiaries all over the world. So next slide. And yeah, we are German company. The headquarters is in Germany. So we are placed in Munich. These are the correct or right Germany, the big Germany. So, and for us, the headquarters is also foreign land, okay? So, because Munich is the center of Germany, you know this. So, and that's in Germany. So, on the next slide, please. So, we have huge production. We produce all our electronic devices by ourselves. We develop them. We have development teams for the motherboards and so on. And we build up, that's really good because we are, the company make PC-based control, and we develop and produce since more than 30 years PC-based devices and motherboards. And I think we have a deeply knowledge about to build such devices. Next slide, please. So, and one of the sophisticated and really nice things is our explainer. So we have flying plates. Or not flying plates.
Flying plates.
So that are magnetic flying plates. So, oh, it's the old video. It's perfect shit. So it's not so important. So normally we want to bring some flying plates or some flying goods with to the Makeathon, but in this time with crisis in worldwide shipping of parts and so on, it's not so easy. Next slide. So, but we also are a big company and make big parties. We also educate many young peoples. We have an own university, and and we work hard and we celebrate hard. So this is also a part of Beckhoff, because Hans, we have an owner, is Hans Beckhoff, and he loves such parties. And if you have the opportunity to come to Hannover Fair or to SPS Fair in Nuremberg, please join us. And we have, I think Rainer knows the party. He had some he lost some reminders of the parties in the past. So next slide. So thank you for the attention, and oh, sorry, I forgot. Yes, we founded a team in Munich because 2020 was really hard stuff to realize a challenge, and so we decided this year that we are starting with a big team from the University of Munich. So, and please stand up, our perfect guys. Andrew, Andre, hello. Pavel, hello. Moritz, yeah. Markus, and last but not least, Tony. Yes. Now that's our team, and we think about the garbage in the oceans, and unfortunately, you know, the problem all over the world in the oceans are too much trash and garbage. Oh, it's the wrong presentation. I sent other one, but it's equal. So the next one, and we want to try to bring up a new garbage collector for the oceans. It's a ship, it's a boat. We all know such boats. They are still on the way in the oceans, but what we want to do is an autonomous boat, so an autonomous ship. And yeah, that's the thing. So we have camera detections, so you can imagine that you have normal planes or something else. They detect the garbage in the ocean. Then we have an algorithm to send this boat autonomous to these places and collect the garbage. So let's see if we are successful. And yeah, we have some material with us, so it's really the old, because I'm listen. So, and these nice guys, I present you in the first slide. So, and okay, I think, thank you for your attention. Have a great time, and if one of your participants is alone, please contact us. We have, I think we find some opportunity to bring you in our team. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stefan. Well, again, we have, I think, enough people to join these cool sponsors, and for sure you will have fun with Stefan. Okay, then next one.
Okay, next one will be Egos.
Well, Egos is joining us since several years already. Yeah, it's a great company as well. They have a lot of robots with them, and I hope you will have fun with them as well.
Thanks, Rainer. Yeah, first of all, whoa, big picture from here. Perfect. First of all, thanks again. It's a pleasure to be here again to ITQ, and thanks for continued the mission. Yeah, in the end. Yeah, we are here. We are just a small part from IGES. It's called Low-Cost Automation. That's the part of IGES who's concentrating on robots. With me, there is Niklas. This is the guy for integration questions. And Timo is the guy for programming skills. And my name is Alex. I'm just happy to be there. In general, IGES is doing plastic parts. We know that we name that motion plastics. So we try to replace metal, oil, or metal parts in movements which need lubrication. So we have a lot of molding machines, nearly 1,000, but our business unit is doing, that was the craziest thing we can thought about 15 years ago, robots, with the idea of a 100% made of plastic robot. Yeah, we are also doing the PCBs by ourselves, the software, firmware, aluminum parts, plastic parts, so everything we really need. At the moment, nearly 100 employees are also doing the in-house engineering things and topics issues, so we are also training ourselves by using our own robots. Perfect. Yeah, 15 years ago we start with Delta robots to pick and place our energy chains, put them together. That was one of our first projects. Please skip. For sure, with our molding machines, we always have a lot of issues or tasks around molding machines. Here you can see, for example, a 5 DOF robot arm. I think this robot was also traveling with Rainer in a baggage sometime to any spaces in the world, so very in the handbag. Okay, next one, please. But there are also a lot of really green projects. For example, this project is a project with more than 200 robots up till now, where Delta robots are hanging under this AGV arm here, and this robot is erasing the weed out of the fields. So in our opinion, it's always very, very good if you can really do something better with our robots. This is one example for that. Next one, please. Our challenge, but this is only a suggestion, so we are open to discuss everything, is seagrass. Seagrass can be used very well for our homes. Seagrass is a good part which grow up by themselves, if you want, and therefore we have a lot of issues, a lot of exercises around seagrass. We have to clean the seagrass, we have to pick the seagrass, we have to transform it into a product, and this can be done, for example, with a Delta robot, with a cobot. We have cameras with us, and a lot more. Please skip. Yeah, the most important thing for us is, so this is the middle of Germany, Stefan. Cologne. No, so then the next company from Frankfurt is telling you that Frankfurt is the middle of Germany. No, the most important thing, please skip, is to have fun. Please skip again. Skip, skip. One times more, and one times more. The most important thing we think is to have fun. Yeah, that's one big part of the Makeathon. That's the most important part, to do something with robotic for sure, and afterwards to have fun with doing it. Jetzt wieder zurück, bitte. For that, we have a lot of stuff with us, also motor controllers, also motors, cobot, a Delta robot, we have a line gantry with us, but the most important point of Makeathons is that all the other guys also have very good projects, and we have to do everything together, otherwise we are too slowly, especially for this week. Have fun and thanks.
Thank you so much. Well, I think we are building up a great community step by step, yeah? And it's really cool that we have a lot of toys with us. Yeah? This is a little bit like Google Lab. Yeah? We have mostly everything, and if we don't have what you're looking for, we can try to buy it here on the island. No? Where are the Rosenheim guys? Here, our special guests. Yeah, last time they had something with bamboo, and then we found bamboo on the island. Yeah, and therefore, well, we try to help you and support you. Well, then our next great sponsor, we put more at the end of this sequence because we hope that Uli, my other old friend, will join us, but he's still on the way. Yeah, therefore, Basti, yeah, I learned that I can call you this. Yeah. Well, big hand to Basti. Yeah.
Thank you, Rainer. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not Uli. I'm a bit smaller and a bit younger, but I think we can do without him for until tomorrow. Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Sebastian Festorf. I brought 3 other people from the company. So we actually have a human AI for the recruiting part. Bea, would you please stand up? Then we have my dear colleague Sven, who is our technology expert. And also because Mo Electronic is about two parts, automation and cables, of course we have an expert for cables with us also, Sandro. Thank you so much. Next slide, please. So first I want to give you a quick introduction to Mo Electronic. We are a family-owned company. We are based in Stuttgart, or near Stuttgart in Oppenweiler, and what we produce is I/O modules and cables. So everything that you can see here on the picture, those modules here, so basically what we make machines work, because everything that you need to get the power and information from the PLC to the motors and actuators and sensors and back, we do everything in between, in the middle. And as was said before, I totally agree with that. We all have to work together, because if we don't, things just simply wouldn't work. To give you a quick idea, we have about 73,000 products, and just 70,000 of those are different types of cables, such as this one. So yes, we can really connect everything. And to give you an idea, we make about 160,000 kilometers per year. That's roughly 4 times around the world, give or take 5 kilometers if you do that. Yeah, we made about 500,000, have more than 300,000 employees, and have about six production plants worldwide and 24 subsidiaries. Next slide, please. So we are really decentralized in the way that we think, because we believe that the cabinet is a thing of yesterday and things need to go outside. And a friend of mine, he always says we're the Jack Wolfskin of automation, because our products feel at home outside and where it's dirty and rainy and wet. So we provide solutions for that. Luckily here, the rain stopped, so I hope that we have the good weather for the rest of the week. Yes. So that just gives you an idea of how far around the world we are. As I said, for us, the center of Germany is Mo Electronic near Stuttgart. Which I think geological is a bit better than Munich, but I'm not sure. I'm not that good in geography. All right. Yes. At least we're allowed to dream, yes. So yes, our company grew, and we are just, as I said before, as decentralized as before, and we truly believe that it's important to have subsidiaries everywhere in the world, because there's different cultures, different opinions, different way to do things. Just because we think of something, doing it away in one country doesn't mean that it A, suits the market in the other one, and B, doesn't mean that we have the best ideas, because there's a lot of smart people everywhere, and I think everyone needs to acknowledge that and accept that. Next. So we talked a lot of sustainability today, and Rainer, thank you for the Smart Green Island and the Sustainable Valley. And we believe that there's actually 3 parts of sustainability. So it's ecological, social, and economical. Ecological, we heard a lot about. Energy, of course, is all around, and is probably the example that is mostly used when we're talking about sustainability. But of course, we can't do any of that if it's not economical. We need to make money in order to be able to invest in new technologies and in new knowledge. And the third part, and that is something that our challenge goes to, is the social part. Because technology changes us as humans, and also gives us the possibility to live a lot longer. Next slide, please. As you can see on the bottom there, people are getting older, and so we need to find a way to make things work and to give the same way that we look at the planet being sustainable with the resources, we need to be sustainable with us. So we as Mo Electronic or companies have an obligation for our employees to make sure that whatever they do in a way that they take their resources sustainable, so that they are still fit in a later age, both mentally and physically to enjoy life after work's over, and maybe in between also. So our challenge is how might we empower the society to use their own physical and mental resources in a sustainable and healthy way. And to give you an example of that, I brought a little cable. It's a lot light now, but when we produced it, it has a weight of about 16 kilograms. For everyone that doesn't know, it's about the same weight as a box of beer, a 12-pack, right? And a robot can't do any of these things because those little cables in there, they need to be separated, and it's quite complex work, which you need to do with your finger, and the robot can't do that. So we, of course, want something to help with that, and we know that it's not just a challenge in our industry, but in many different industries, as shown above. So we need to take care of ourselves in the future to be sustainable. Yeah, and for that, we would love if that would be modular, environmentally friendly, and would have an additional feature that you could, or the user later could change for himself to make it more usable and friendly, user-friendly. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Well, again, thank you very much to Moore Electronic. And Uli Fieten, Dr. Uli Fieten is the CEO of this company. He is still on his way. He's as well a really old friend of mine. He did his PhD at the same time as me. Therefore, I know him longer than the most percentage of you are old. And therefore, I really want to thank him because he is as well one of our biggest supporters since years. Well, these were our really cool platinum sponsors, and there we have as well two really cool gold sponsors, and these challenges I will try to transfer you personally. Well, the first company is the firma Lorenz. Vishai. Oh, sorry. Lorenz as well. It's a great company. Vishai, even better. Okay, Vishai, where is Vishai? Well, the problem with the slides is they are both blue because they are both working with water. Yeah, and therefore I think it's a great opportunity to join. Well, Vishai is a great company doing electrical and electronic parts all over the world. Well, and the idea of this group is how to test and sensorize the quality of the water. Yeah? Because the water, as we heard before, is very often full of garbage, and therefore it would be great to detect it automatically through a cool sensor system. This is the idea. What we have to do, we have the challenge, this is the problem, and the solution. Vishai has really cool products. You have them with you, for sure. And these guys and girls of Vishai will show you how to use them to build up a smart system to detect the quality of the ocean, or, well, the ocean or the water here. There's a small pool. You can really test it. The ocean is a little bit further, but there is a water exactly outside, yeah, and therefore I think it's a real nice challenge. Water for in Germany, water quality is, well, no problem at all, yeah. But if you go to other countries of the world, water quality is really a challenge, and therefore to build up such a smart system to automatically detect the water quality and have the system that the energy is coming through the system on its own. That you don't have to think about how to charge it. It is charging on its own, and it is detecting the quality of the water automatically and in a sustainable way. Vishai, happy with the explanation? Would you like to add something? He's a cool guy. He knows a lot. Yeah? And if I don't step him, he will tell us all the possibilities of the system. Yeah? I know him. He's really a smart guy. He knows a lot. Yeah? They have a lot of cool parts and systems. They are in the middle of the Makeathon place there. And I think this is a really cool challenge because automatically in a sustainable way to detect the water quality, this is a smart challenge. Well, Lawrence is again blue and again water. Sorry about that. Yeah, and Vijay is cool and Lawrence as well. I know him. I know the CEO of Lawrence already since 30 years. It's as well very horrible how long I know him, and he is unfortunately not on board today. But Lawrence is working on water meters, smart water meters, and therefore for sure the challenge is about water. And the idea is watering in Germany some years ago, it wasn't really a problem because there was rain. We didn't care about the trees and the plants because there was always sufficient rain. In other countries, this is not the thing. And therefore, you have now to put water. And how you put water? You put it. It's enough? A little bit more. But water is in this. It's something crucial. It doesn't exist everywhere, and therefore you have to think about how to do this watering in a smart and sensible way. And therefore, this challenge I think is very important, especially for Gran Canaria, for example, to do watering in a sensible way and not to put too much water and not too less, that the plants are dying. And where are the Lawrence people? Here in the middle, stand up, that they can be seen better. Philip and Sarah will for sure help you to get more in details to the technical issue and as well about the company. And I would really appreciate that you try to join with our sponsors, platinum and gold sponsors, because finally they do pay a large part of the bill. And I think we have really interesting challenges this year. Well, now I hand over to Jonas and Zombie, Stefan. You all know him as Zombie. He's no zombie, but his name is Zombori, and his short play is Zombie. He's a really nice guy. And well, who will explain it? Jonas.
Thank you, Rainer. So, well, let's get started. And before we get started, we need some practical information for the upcoming days. Let's start where we are. Where are we? Tell me the number. 2, correct. No, 3. So, you arrived at the Pavilion Atlántico at the 5, and most of the event we will be at Pavilion 7, labeled 1. You all have this information in your handbook already in the WhatsApp group, and yeah, if you need help orientating, Ask anyone with the yellow shirts. They are happy to help. Next slide. So let's take a brief look on the agenda. I'm not going to dig into it too much. Well, we are in the middle already. We are doing some introduction now, and we will have a group photo later if the weather is nice, but it's looking good, I think. We will see when it's outside. And today, important, we set up the teams, and then every evening we will have the team presentations for each team. What you have to do for this afternoon, I will explain later in detail. And for the upcoming days, we will have a similar approach, lots of making, lots of hacking. We're having cool workshops, and in the evening we always do a presentation. Every team can sum up how it's going and what was the challenges and what happened that day. Okay, I think that's enough for the agenda. And for the technical workshops, Stefan will give you an overview.
Yeah, so our wonderful sponsors will hold some really cool technical workshops to get you started with the technologies they brought with them. So we will start with Moore Electronic, BNR, Beckhoff, Egos, Vishay, and MVTech. The workshops will be held at the CDTIC building, so it's next to the Maker building. Let me show it once again. It's on the number 4 here. And yeah, the workshops will be today in the afternoon, and I think it makes sense that not everybody of the whole team will join the same workshop, so it makes sense to split up so that you get all the necessary information you need for making. And additionally, so you can just join the workshops today, and additionally tomorrow there will be also a workshop held by MathWorks. They will do it remotely because they're not here. But we will also do it in the CDTIC building. And also Leon from ITQ will give you some information how the 3D printers will be handled. So you will give him the files to be printed. And in this workshop, Leon will give you the information how you should build up your 3D model. Yeah.
One more thing regarding the workshops, they are really low entry level. Everyone who's interested in a topic, you can join, and there's really cool stuff there. Yeah, regarding the bottles, we talked a lot about waste already and the challenges. We try to take care of trash and bottles, so don't throw the bottles in the trash, bring them back, and try to keep it tidy here so that we don't have too much trash here. That would be really nice.
So the glass bottles, bring them back. And the empty plastic bottles, bring them to BNR.
If you see Patrick and you have a plastic bottle, yeah, the plastic bottles can be used for the BNR challenge, and for the rest we have glass bottles, and we try to keep the waste low. All right. We still have COVID. It doesn't feel like it, but try to not get too much COVID on your hands, especially, well, depending on the other person. What else do we have? We have some more good advice, I think.
Yeah, we have some advices on well, how to start making after these wonderful challenges. So let's have a look at our video we have made.
Our sponsors present their own unique industry challenges. Would you like to participate in one of these challenges? Then talk to the sponsors at the following speed dating and get to know each other and your ideas. Don't you want to take part in an industry challenge and prefer to pursue your own idea? Or have you already talked to the sponsors? Then start building your teams and brainstorming for your idea. With our job wall, you can find teams that fit you or members that fit your team. Is your idea ready? Then show it to your sponsor. Register your team online. Now you can hand in your registration at the material issue and you will receive everything you need to make your idea. Have fun!
Okay.
Okay, and some more hints on how to set up your idea. So we already heard it a couple of times. It would be really nice if we have the mixed teams, mixed nationalities, interdisciplinary, and we have the Slack channel for finding your team. If you don't know where to join, you can also use that platform. So by this evening, if your team looks like this, you did something wrong. If you look to the left and the right and it's all same potatoes studying the same thing, you did something wrong. Try to mix up and get a nice international interdisciplinary team. That would be nice. Okay, when it comes to material, we are like a buffet of material prepared for you, and of course the sponsors brought tons of cool hardware with them. You will be handed this material, whatever you need, once you registered your team. And there is also a working area. So if you do any working that kind of makes dirt or really hard work, stay in this area, don't go to the clean area in front. And we have a 3D printing service. So Leon, as mentioned, is taking care of the 3D printers. In Slack, we have a 3D printing channel. If you want something printed, you post it there. We will happily support you, print your stuff.
So maybe one last thing regarding the material. You will get the material after you register your team. So make sure you register your team first. I will post the link in Slack later on. And then after your team is registered, the material guys can hand out all the needed materials. Yeah. And it would be really nice if you would bring back the unused stuff.
Okay, whenever you don't know how to continue, you don't know what to do, you need some technical advice, we have a really cool team here with us, cool sponsors. We have coaches from ITQ. We are all happy to help. So just take a look at the yellow t-shirt and ask them whatever you want, and everyone is happy to help here.
Yeah, I heard when it's about design thinking, Marie is also here again, thanks to her. And yeah. Just go to the guys in the yellow t-shirts.
Okay, we also have next to the material set up the job wall. So if you're looking for internship, jobs, I don't know, opportunities, we have a lot of cool companies here. Take a look at the job wall. Maybe there's something for there, and take your chance and talk to the sponsors directly. This is a really easy way to do this. You see a job, you're interested, and just talk to the people there here on site. Happy to talk to you. For those of you who don't have the Wi-Fi password yet, here it is. It's also in the WhatsApp group.
So for those of you who are not yet part of the Slack channel, this is the QR code to join our Slack team. And it would be really good to join it because we will announce all the information in Slack, additional to WhatsApp, but you would also need it to hand in your 3D printing files, and also the presentations will be uploaded to Slack. So please really join it. And also we have some channels where you can meet all the jobs, and if you need any help, you can just ask there, of course. Okay.
So everyone should be in Slack. And once you have your team, you can also create your own channel there. Okay, so checklist for today. We do the group photo. Then we go over to Pavillon 7, have the speed dating with the sponsors, and you join a team. Once you have your team set up, you need to register it, and we will put the link for registration in Slack. So you need to go to Slack. And once you are set up, you have your team registered, you start working, brainstorming, working on your idea. And this afternoon, tonight at 6 p.m., we will have the team presentations. So for every team, we will have 1 to 2 slides to present what's their idea, to pitch their idea. And that's when we meet in the group the next time, this afternoon. This is your checklist now for the afternoon. Oh, lunch. Do we have budget left for lunch?
The lunch is, so let me check. I think it's...
So yeah. There will be lunch. If you're in Pavillon Siete, you will know it.
Yeah, so first of all, first things first, we make a group photo outside here, outside the building. So please don't go directly to the Pavillon Siete. Stay at the outside here. Then we make the group photo, and then we have the speed dating, and then you can have lunch.
To tell us a bit about the social media and how we want to communicate over the next days.
So if you manage to make a check on all of these steps here, then you can have a beer.
Yeah, this is the beer checklist.
Yep.
I told you before, we want to build up an international Okay, thank you. Well, now we will hand over to Anis. We really have, it's a pleasure and it's really a great picture out from here to see you all there. But well, we are a really nice group and we have cool sponsors and we have really good relationships already here in this group. But as I mentioned before, we want to build up a really worldwide international relationships. And therefore social media, even if most of you are technicians are not so keen on social media, I'm a technician as well, I'm not so keen on this stuff as well, but I know people which are keen on. And therefore we have as well to communicate a little bit worldwide. And therefore we need this social media thing, and you all have a phone, and therefore we have to do this, and Annie will explain you what we have in mind, how to do it. Anis. Hey, give me a big hand, huh?
Yeah, thank you, Rainer, for your introduction. And hello, everybody, from my side. We have also another topic which is important for us, besides to the industry challenges and to making and have fun and creating. So, social media. The first two questions for you all. Who of you has gotten a social media account? Just put your hands to see. Ooh, nice, nice. Great. So the second question, who of you is already joining our ITQ social community? Hands up. Okay, I see. Yeah, there is more potential. That means the rest of you all has to join our social media community, because I think it's cool and great that you are here, and why not to show the rest of the world what we are doing and to show your friends, I don't know, other colleagues, what they missed if they are not joining us here on Gran Canaria, right? I think that is a good point to all of you who are not joining us to do this in the next days. Yeah. Then, like this.
Well, just to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really very often frustrated that cat videos get a worldwide attention. And what we're doing, because we are really try to care for you, for the youth, that you have a better future and that you have a better education, and therefore we don't do it for marketing because we want to earn money. We do it that we can collect people all over the world and really stimulate others to have a new idea of education and to interacting with each other. Therefore, this would be really nice, and really, if I see that a cat video, a silly cat video, has 1 million of clicks, well, this is really, I almost think about suicide, because we really try and push hard to help you, and therefore it would be nice that you really take it in account to do these things. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Rainer, again for your appel and motivation. That is really a very important point for all of us. Yeah, we would like to change the world together, so why not to show the world what we are doing? And so every one of you is just a part of that. So just like, share, and be really a part of our social media community. Therefore, you will find us on all social media channels except TikTok. So I will send this kind of presentation afterwards to Slack and WhatsApp, so you can have a look, because there you find all of our channels as well. We set up some special hashtags to also get more attention together and to find us better. So first hashtag is Makeathon hashtags. That is very important. And for example, we have Smart Green Island and ITQ GmbH. These are the three main hashtags which you have to use if you are creating a post, a video, or a reel, for example. So we have also some additional hashtags, also the link of the Platin sponsors. We listed them here on the next or on the slide, so you will find them. Just link them as well. Yeah, tag ITQ and use also the link for the Platin sponsors. That will be great. To make everything a little bit much more attractive, we set up a special social media box on Pavillon 7, where you will go afterwards. You will find a corner there. You can use it for taking a group photo, to make funny pictures, interviews, videos, I don't know. Feel free. Just use everything which we prepared there. There are a lot of marketing materials, some boxes, and some foam equipment, so use that. Yeah? And furthermore, we set up or offer you a unique opportunity. We have a social media challenge, an Instagram challenge for this year, and we will award 3 top winners, and we will just award them as well with a special Makeathon voucher, which is important that you create a Makeathon related post, video or reel, and yes, like this, for example. Perfect. Now I will count your likes, I will see the likes. Yes, you have to put the likes, yes. So, which is important to be a winner? Get the most likes. I would like to see a lot of likes, and an attention there in Instagram. Yes? Yeah? You have a cat? Great, excellent. Then do something with it, that would be great, a cat, dog, I don't know. But it's really cool if you use that, and we have some requirements for that. The requirements are: be part of our Instagram social media channel. The second is tag ITQ, as I mentioned, and the third one is to see what you are doing and to spread it and share it with the world. Of course, you need to set up your account to public. That is main important. Instead of we will not find you and we cannot track it. And as well, use the Makeathon hashtags. That will be cool. I think for the vouchers, we have set up 3 vouchers. One is €250, €100 and €50. I think that sounds great, right? If you would like to join us again or not.
Okay.
Great. So, besides to this kind of social media requirements, I think it's also useful to get to know one information. If you are creating content in your presentation or if you're creating videos, please be aware and make sure that the image content and, for example, also the music is free. Because afterwards, if you are sending us your presentations, we will use them as well. We will communicate with them, we will exchange them with our sponsors. So please make sure that everything is really free. And if not, just put the source in your presentations or in your content or posts. That will be great. So, looking forward to see you all during the next days, of course here, but also on social media. The award will be on Saturday, the last day, but before we will make just status presentations to have a look who of you just take part or what there is going on social media. And the last thing is, if you have any questions regarding pictures, video material or something, or to create content, please feel free to contact me my colleague Caroline, she's also at the marketing box in the front of the door of Pavillon Theater, and of course our social media guys who are going through with the camera and taking pictures, videos. Okay? So, see you.
Just a second, it's more very important. Huh?
Could you pretend that you have fun?
Well, I see you're already a little bit tired. Well, we are done here, and I think the next step will be the group photo, no, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, and well, we switched off the rain, therefore, sounds good. Yeah, from here it looks good. Yeah. Well, then we have to go outside and to take the photo. And well, if the photo works well, you get lunch. Okay. Thank you so much.